Hi, Randy Johnson here from StandUpPaddleandSail.com. Today I want to talk about a couple things that are essential to understanding some real benefits that you can get from stand-up paddling. I've talked extensively about balance and how this is about balance, and I want to talk about a couple things that tie into balance. One is the depth to which you go with your practice and the posture that you do it with. As you know, it's just human to have a restless mind. We're here and we have thoughts that come up that want to take us there or take us back to a previous situation. But really, for balance, it's a very much present moment unwinding right before us. And to do a paddle with depth, it takes presence. It takes a posture that is upright. And I haven't really talked that much about the posture that we take, but it's been said by some of the great teachers of spiritual teachers that life is about finding our posture. And the motto that we have for Stand Up, Paddle and Sail is cultivating stability on an unstable platform. And life comes up, it throws surprises at us, and the issue at hand is, can we stay present to make sure that we are our best, giving our best? So sequence that I like to think of is that life is about showing up. If we don't show up, life passes us by. So to be alert and awake and to pay attention so that we can maneuver and handle these turbulent moments that come up, these surprises that come up. And then through paying attention, we are able to be our best. And being our best is never an end point. We're continually going deeper and deeper, so that if you get the basics of form, you can start getting a sense as to how you're forever going into a stronger posture. You're forever taking your understanding of an element of your stroke or a part of your paddling technique. You're understanding it more and more each time you go out. So it's an evolving process that can go deeper and deeper. And one of the things we haven't talked about is breath. So if you understand how we find our center through a nice deep breath, and if you look at the martial arts, you can see that, you know, the knees are bent. So in your posture, your knees are soft, so you can absorb the turbulence. You're not standing straight up so that you would lose momentum and gain momentum and lose your balance. You're seeing that as you bend from the hips. Okay, you're not going with a bent back. You're bending from the hips with a flat back. So as you take your stroke, you can see it's a hip action that's bending forward to give you that thrust, to give you that real strong core that you're working from. So some people would say, well, how do I develop that? And that's why yoga really comes into play with this, because in yoga you're developing this upright body practice, and even in meditation. So if you look at a posture in meditation, one that's handed down for over 3,000 years, such as a full lotus or half lotus position, the key point, or any position, is that you have an upright back with shoulders lowered, almost as though your head is suspended. So what's that look like? Let's just take an Indo cushion just to give us some elevation here. And you can see that as we get into this position, we open the hips, and there's almost a little curvature that happens in the base of the back, okay? A little curvature back there. The shoulders are relaxed and down, and there's a real straight alignment that is happening. And this extends into the movement that we get with the stand-up paddle stroke. And as we look at different, for example, a child's pose in yoga, you can see how we're going into that position with a flat back. Okay, so say I want to do a child's pose in yoga or half tortoise. I'm locked out. I'm not bending like this. I'm coming down with a flat back. I'm hinging at the hips. So the more we get into that, the more we can see that posture, a flat back, bending from the hips, really understanding how the body moves, plays a big role in how we can handle the changing conditions on a board and how deep we can go in our practice. So posture, understanding breath, breathing from down at the belly rather than upper breathing. It gives us twice the strength in our stroke if we're breathing from the belly in a nice powerful stroke. So we're getting a very powerful exertion of energy when we are pushing our hand forward to infinity from the energy of the whole body, from a strong posture. So again, life is about restless minds, dissatisfaction. Being your best on a board means you let that go. It means that you adopt a good solid posture. You come into the present moment. You let go of all the thoughts that are coming and going in your head so that you can put full attention to what's coming up before you, moment to moment, always aware of the breath, always aware of the efficiency of your stroke and the precision that's required to have a really powerful performance on your stand-up paddleboard.